सुधागड एज्युकेशन सोसायटीचे पूर्व प्राथमिक, प्राथमिक, माध्यमिक व उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय कळंबोली मराठी
Hello friends, last time we discussed about different kinds of motion. Thereafter we discuss about characteristics of circular motion. In the characteristics of circular motion, we discuss different physical quantities related with circular motion, like as angular displacement, velocity, acceleration, period, frequency. And thereafter, we see the uniform circular motion as well as non-uniform circular motion. Thereafter, we go through dynamics or reasons of circular motion. In the dynamics of circular motion, we discuss centripetal force as well as centrifugal force. Now, today we have to discuss about applications of circular motion. In the applications of circular motion, we come across certain things. First, we are looking forward the motion of the vehicle along the circular track. Here in this case we discuss it. Let us consider a vehicle, you can say car also. Vehicle is moving along the horizontal circular track. Let m be the mass of the vehicle and r be the radius of the circular track. In the figure, a vertical section of the vehicle is shown. Look here, this vehicle is either going inside the board or going outside the board. Means back view or front view of the vehicle is shown in the figure. As well as r is the radius of the vehicle and c is the center of circular track. Here, plane of the figure is perpendicular to the road surface. Means here, plane of the figure is vertical plane and road is horizontal. Thereafter, look the thing, when this vehicle is moving along the circular track, different forces are acting on it. First one, its weight is acting vertically downwards. We know that weight is always acting vertically downwards. Here m is the mass and g is the acceleration due to gravity. Then this weight acting on the vehicle is, weight of the vehicle is mg, which is acting vertically downwards. This weight is balanced by the force of reaction, or you say it is a normal reaction which is vertically upwards. Means look the thing, weight of the vehicle is balanced by force of reaction or normal reaction. And thereafter, another forces comes into the play. It is the force of friction. It is a force between a surface of the road and tires. And look, this force is acting toward the center of the circle. Means this force provides a necessary centripetal force. Necessary centripetal force for circular motion. Or this force, carefully observe that this force also balances the centrifugal force acting on the vehicle away from the center. Means this force balances the centrifugal force, or you can say it provides a centripetal force. Now look the thing, here we go through this force of static friction. Notable thing is that it is not a kinetic friction, it is a static friction. Means it tried to prevent skidding or slipping of the vehicle in outward direction or away from the road. Thereafter we go through, this force is mr omega square. No doubt it is a centripetal, or you can say centrifugal force when vehicle is in uniform circular motion. Or you can say here omega is taken as v upon r and then you get mv square upon r. Thereafter taking the ratio of this, means here fs upon n, you can take here mm gets cancel, r omega square upon g, or which is equals to v square upon rg. Here m again gets cancel. Then from this equation, one thing should be clear, that mass of the vehicle is constant. and g is constant, so weight of the vehicle is not changeable. That's why as weight is not changeable, we know that weight and normal reaction both are equal and opposite. So normal reaction is also constant. Here normal reaction is constant. And we assumes the radius of the circular track is constant so long as the road is prepared. And acceleration due to gravity is also constant at any place. So it is clear that a force of static friction depends upon the velocity of the vehicle. Means as velocity of the vehicle goes on increasing, or velocity, or you can say speed of the vehicle more clearly, increases, then Fs also goes on increasing. But we know that force of friction is having its upper limit. It is not possible to increase the force of friction beyond certain limit. So when it comes in the limiting equilibrium, force of friction comes in the limiting equilibrium, thereafter it goes on decreasing. Then if we consider the upper limit of the force of friction, then it can be taken as limiting force of friction can be taken as μs into n. So speed v also having upper limit, means it is not possible to increase the maximum speed beyond certain limit. Means you can take here Fs max upon n in this equation. You put here Fs max is μs into n. Here nn gets cancelled, then you get here μs. μs is the coefficient of static friction, which is equal to Vmax square upon Rg. Or you can take here V square equal to μs Rg, or you can take here Vmax equal to μs Rg. Notable thing is that it is the maximum safety speed of the vehicle along the horizontal circular track. That's why speed limiting boards are displayed on the circular track. Already you see in the express highway there are the speed limiting boards are there, go 60 or go 80. They suggested that it is the maximum safety speed of the vehicle. Maximum safety speed of the vehicle along that road. Then here look the thing, what are the drawbacks of it, this equation? In this case, a force, here we assumes this vehicle is a point mass or particle, and it is at the ground level. Then look here, centripetal force of friction is acting along the radius and toward the center of the road. Then centrifugal force is acting along the radius and away from the center. Both should be equal and opposite. But in practice, we know that vehicle is very big and its center of mass, or you can say center of gravity, is not exactly at the ground level, it is just above it. And when this center of gravity, or you can say center of mass, is above the ground level, then a centrifugal force is acting from that ground level. Here in this direction. Look, this centrifugal force is acting in this direction. And notable thing is that centrifugal force is in this direction. Force of friction is in this direction. Then they produces a torque. And as they produces a torque, this vehicle gets toppled or falls down outward direction. Outward direction. Normally you see that then when vehicles are loaded, they are always falls down along the curve road. Okay? Thereafter, here to prevent it, one thing is given in your book, to prevent it, what we have to do? And suppose a two-wheeler rider is going, then you see that when two-wheeler rider takes a turn along the curve, he leans inward to balance the centrifugal force. If he is not leans inward, he or her not leans inward, then what happens? A centrifugal force toppled him or falls down. Thereafter, some brain triggers are given in your book. Use your brain power. Students are advised to see this question, think about it, and thereafter, if certain doubts are there, then ask the teacher. Thereafter, we go through another interesting topic. Here is a well of death. In Hindi, you suggested that it is a maut ka kuwa. And already it is in the pair, you see. Then, actually, in the well of death, another application we go through. Here, we consider a horizontal circular track in first case. But here, look the thing. Here, we take a vertical cylindrical wall of radius r. And this bicycle rider make the stunt inside it. And he or her moves along a horizontal direction. Now look the thing. Here, when this bicycle rider moves along the vertical wall, look the thing, and he is moving horizontally. Then when he moves, then again we go through certain forces acting on, again we consider m is the mass of that bicycle rider, g is acceleration due to gravity, weight is acting always vertically downwards. And here, weight is acting vertically downwards. And force of reaction or normal reaction, interesting fact is that here normal reaction is perpendicular to the road surface, mean vertically upwards. But look here normal reaction is perpendicular to the surface, mean here surface is horizontal in this case. But in this case, surface is vertical. That's why this normal reaction is acting toward the center of the circle and it is horizontal. It is horizontal. And another thing is also there. Then this bicycle rider not falls down or prevent to skidding, a force of friction is acting vertically upwards. And notable thing that certain things are changed here. Means here a normal reaction provides a necessary centripetal force or balances the centrifugal force. Means n equal to mr omega square equal to mv square upon r and mg equals to fs. Mean look here, weight of the vehicle is balanced by the force of friction. Weight of the vehicle is balanced by the force of friction. But we know that in this case, force of friction is always less than a limiting force of friction. Means here mu s into n. Notable thing is that force of friction is always less than or equal to. We know that force of friction not in last article we discussed about it. Limit, it is not possible to increase the force of friction. So force of friction is always less than or equal to limiting force of friction, mu s n. Substituting these values, we take here fs equal to, here n equal to mv square upon r and fs is the mg, and thereafter mm gets cancelled on both sides. G is less than or equal to mu s v square upon r. And thereafter you can take here v square is taken here, rg can be taken here, and mu s is divided. Rearranging the terms, v square is greater than or equal to rg upon mu s. Greater than or equal to rg upon mu s. Then you can take here for minimum speed. Means speed of the vehicle should be greater than minimum speed. In above case, speed is the maximum. Then you can drive the vehicle less than that speed. But here, and it is a safety speed. But here, look the thing, the speed is minimum. Speed is minimum, and which is equal to square root of rg upon mu s. If we substitute, then here a normal reaction should be minimum. And as normal reaction should be minimum, then one thing should be there. Another interesting problem is there, again here and here same. When this bicycle rider moves along the horizontal axis, it not moves exactly horizontal because its weight is not exactly on the surface. This weight is not exactly on the surface, it is just above it. Means when he moves exactly horizontally, what happens? Weight is acting vertically downwards from here and force of friction is upward. So chances of toppling or chances of falling it. So in this case, this bicycle rider not maintain horizontal position, he makes certain angle with the horizontal or inclined suitable angle to prevent the toppling. Then think about it, instead of two-wheeler, if we considered the four-wheeler, then what happens there then? Four-wheeler is there. And thereafter, another thing, in this case, another problem is there. In the case, look here we consider a point object, and here four wheelers are there supposed to be. And these four wheels exerts a force of reaction differently. So this equation is, we take approximately, we assume point mass, and thereafter, here also we consider a point mass, and we take this equation, a minimum speed. Then from these two equations, we can conclude that. What is the conclusion? Here a road is horizontal, means angle theta is supposed to be angle of inclination, theta equal to 0. And here road is vertical, mean angle of inclination is supposed to be 90 degree. 90 degree means between 0 and 90 degree there are two limits. Means here a maximum limit for 0 degree, and 90 degree it is the minimum limit. But suppose if we consider any angle other than 0 and 90, then there are two limits. Always two limits, upper limit as well as a lower limit. We discuss these limits in next article, and thereafter we go through another thing. Then we know the limitations of horizontal curve road. Here we can't increase the maximum safety speed of the vehicle. Then what is the need of the or necessity of the banking of road? When vehicle is moving along the horizontal curve road, we know that the necessary centripetal force should be required for its circular motion. And this centripetal force is given by force of friction between road surface and tires. But what are the limitations of force of friction? Force of friction has the upper limit, means it is not possible to increase the force of friction beyond certain limit. And suppose when we increase the force of friction, how we can increase it? Increase the road surface makes more rough. When we make the road surface more rough, then force of friction increases. But when force of friction increases, what happens there then? By making road surface more rough, there is wear and tears of the tire. Mean tires as well as vehicle get damaged. Another thing is also there. Force of friction not always reliable or not remains constant, because the road is not uniform totally. So this magnitude of the force of friction changes, as well as another thing is also there. When oil fall from moving vehicles, this road becomes slippery, so force of friction decreases. During rainy season, wet due to rain, force of friction decreases, so magnitude of the force of friction decreases. And as magnitude of the force of friction decreases, then what happens? The maximum safety speed also goes on decreasing. So this method is not a proper method to increase the maximum safety speed. So what we have to do? Then we considered the banking of road is the best way to ensure the safety of moving vehicle. One question is there, what is the necessity of the banking of road? Then you have to write down such type of thing. First you take the points like that, and thereafter you can write theoretically. Mean along the horizontal curve road, when vehicle is moving, centripetal force is required for its circular motion or to balance the centrifugal force. This centripetal force is given by force of friction. But force of frictions are having two drawbacks. One is it has the upper limit. In order to increase the force of friction, there is a wear and tears of the tire when we make the road surface more rough, and its magnitude not remains constant, because the road is not uniform and it is not always reliable, because due to oil fall from moving vehicles as well as wet due to rain, it becomes slippery. So banking of road is necessary. Such type of answer should be there. Thereafter, question arises, what is banking of roads? You know the racing tracks. The racing tracks are not rough. They give certain inclination. Means the surface of curved road are tilted or inclined with some angle, with horizontal. Means just like as a desk of your bench. This desk of your bench is tilted. Make certain angle to convenient to write you. Means there are two edges of the desk. Inner edge from your side and outer edge away from your side. Means outer edge is higher level and inner edge is lower level. Similarly, when this road is along the curve, such type of thing is there. Suppose here is the horizontal level, then this road is inclined just like it. Make certain angle with the horizontal. Then it is called as a banking approach. Then again one time we go through definition. It is given in your book. The surface of curved road are tilted, or you can say inclined also, with some angle, with horizontal. Surface of curved road is tilted with some angle, with horizontal, or you can say with horizontal with some angle. It's called a banking of road. Then we go through expression for safe speed on a bank road. Here we ignore, not eliminated, the force of friction, as well as some conservative forces like as a non-conservative forces, air resistance or fluid friction. Again we go through same things. Consider a vehicle of mass m moving along the curved bank road of radius r. Let theta be the angle of banking. Then vehicle is moving. It is acted upon by the two forces. Again always there. Its weight is acting from the center of mass. Its weight is acting vertically downwards. Look here. And another force is also there. Here another force is there. Force of reaction, or you say a normal reaction perpendicular to the road surface. Then this force of reaction is resolved into two components for our convenience. Say n cos theta resolution of vectors we use. Here n cos theta component which is vertically upwards, and n sin theta component toward the center of the circular track. Now look the thing, n cos theta component balances the weight, mean n cos theta equals to mg, and n sin theta component provides a necessary centripetal force, or you say balances the centrifugal force. And thereafter n sin theta equals to mr omega square mv square upon r, taking ratio of them. If we take the ratio, then you get here, look here, n sin theta upon n cos theta, n gets cancelled, sin theta upon cos theta, you get a tan theta. And here mv square upon r upon mg, gets cancelled, you get here v square upon rg. Then v square can be taken as rg tan of theta. V square can be taken as rg tan of theta. Now look the thing, or Vs equals to, or that means safe speed we consider. It is not a maximum speed, not a minimum speed. A maximum safety speed, or not a maximum or minimum, it is the safety speed, can be taken as square root of rg tan theta. And angle of banking is as given here, tan is taken there. So you can take here tan inverse v square upon rg. Then we go through the speed limits. We know that angle of banking is between 0 and 90. So it is having two speeds. The two limits are there, upper limit and lower limit. Then look the thing. Mean maximum, suppose bank road is there and speed limiting board is there. Suppose go 40 kilometer per hour, or you say whatever may be the speed limit, displayed is there. But one thing should be there, vehicle is not going to that speed. The speed of the vehicle may be less than 40 or greater than 40. It is not exactly 40. Hey, it is 40, then it is a safe. But if this speed is greater or less, then we say that that means how we can manage its safety. This safety is managed by the force of friction. Means force of friction comes into the play. And because of force of friction, there are the upper limit of the forces as well as lower limits of the forces. Now look the thing. Here we go through bank road, a lower speed limit. Here look the thing. Again we go through same thing. Here weight of the vehicle is acting vertically downwards. Force of reaction or normal reaction is acting perpendicular to the plane of the surface. Again normal reaction is resolved into two components, n cos theta and n sin theta. N cos theta component is vertically upwards and n sin theta component is towards the center of the circular track. Now here, suppose we considered the speed is lower limit is there, or vehicle is not moving safety speed 40. It is moving less than 40 kilometer per hour or less than the safety speed. Then look here, when this vehicle is taking a turn less than safety speed or lower limit, then the force of friction comes into the play. And this force of friction is in the outward direction, say Fs, along the road outward direction. When vehicle takes a turn, this force of friction is acting outward direction. This force of friction is resolved into two components. Say Fs cos theta, it is outward direction, and another component is there, Fs sin theta, which is in the direction of n cos theta. Now look here, this speed is less than the safety speed, means square root of Rg tan theta. Then notable fact is that this n sin theta is greater than a centrifugal force or a centripetal force. Then what happened there then? Look the equations. Here this weight is acting vertically downwards. And here in last equation we consider only normal reaction is acting vertically upwards. But when we consider the force of friction, then the component of force of friction, Fs sin theta, is also in the direction of n cos theta. So weight mg is vertically downwards, and these two forces, n cos theta and Fs sin theta, both are vertically upwards. Thereafter you can take here this weight equals to Fs sin theta, force of component of force of friction, vertical component, and n cos theta, and thereafter another thing. Look, when this vehicle takes a turn, a centripetal force is there or balances the centrifugal force. Look here, centripetal force is given by the net force acting on it. Which is net force? We know that n sin theta is greater and Fs cos theta is less. The resultant of them, what is the resultant? N sin theta minus Fs cos theta. It is the resultant. Mean both are in opposite direction. One is toward the center, it is away from the center. If we take the subtraction of them, we get a resultant. And this resultant is toward the center of the circle. And we know that the force acting toward the center of the circle, it is a centripetal force. Centripetal force. Now, for minimum possible speed, Fs is maximum and equal to mu s into n. If we substitute Fs equal to mu s into n here and here, and taking ratio, this ratio is taken, we get such type of thing is there. V1 upon, it is a problem of writing. Now, here you can take, here taking the ratio of them. If we take the ratio, look here, gets cancelled. V1 square upon Rg. Here we substitute Fs equal to mu Sn. Here we substitute Fs equal to mu Sn and taking the ratio. And if we take the ratio and thereafter we take a cos theta common. Students are advised how this equation comes. Do at home. Directly I am taking here minimum speed equals to square root of Rg in bracket tan theta minus mu s 1 plus mu s tan of theta. Then look the thing. Mu s is greater than or equal to tan theta. Then V minimum is 0. Mu s equal to tan theta, say. Tan theta. Then tan theta minus tan theta is 0. Then minimum speed is 0. This is true for the most of the rough roads. Bang at smaller angles. Means almost horizontal roads are there. And minimum speed you can take along the curve. You can stop the vehicle. Mean minimum speed should be a 0. A lower limit is a 0. When mu s equal to tan theta. Then question arises, what is the upper limit? Let us see in next article we have to discuss it. नहीं उतना पड़ेगा. Upper limit. Suppose the speed of the vehicle is, we see our safety speed is supposed to be 40 km per hour, and this vehicle is moving greater than 40. Mean it goes 50 km or 60 km. Then look here, for speed V2 is greater than Rg. Exactly reverse things are taken. Then a centrifugal force is greater than n sin theta. Here n sin theta is less than a centrifugal force. And thereafter, you can take here, when this n sin theta is less than centrifugal force, one thing should be there, a force of friction is acting when vehicle is moving fastly. Then force of friction is toward the center of the circle. Means the direction of force of friction is not outward, it is the inward. I mean, look here, the force of friction is acting inward direction. This force of friction is again resolved into two components. Say Fs cos theta in the direction of center and Fs sin theta vertically downwards. Now again we go through same thing, weight mg, or you can take mg plus Fs sin theta equals to n cos theta. mg plus Fs cos sin theta equals to n cos theta. Means Fs sin theta can be taken in this side. So you can take here mg equal to n cos theta minus Fs sin theta. And here, look here, to balance the centrifugal force or to provide the centripetal force, both forces are work out. Means here n sin theta as well as Fs cos theta is work out. Means this centripetal force can be taken as n sin theta plus Fs cos. Why we take here plus? Both are in the same direction. So both are provides centripetal force or balances the centrifugal force. So you can take here mv2 square upon r equal to n sin theta plus Fs cos theta. For maximum possible speed, Fs should be maximum and it is equal to mu s into n. No doubt limiting force of friction. And thereafter again we take the ratio, and when we take the ratio and rearranging the terms, meaning Fs is taken as mu s n and thereafter cos theta is taken common, then we get here in this equation V maximum can be taken as square root of Rg tan of theta plus mu s 1 minus mu s tan theta. Thereafter different cases are there in this case. Look the case, mu s equal to cot theta. If we substitute here cot theta, then here we get cot theta into tan theta is a 1. 1 minus 1 means 0. So maximum speed should be infinity if it is possible. It is not possible to move the vehicle with infinity speed. But you can drive this vehicle infinity speed. Another way, suppose mu s is 1. Mu s is 1 and you can take here tan theta equals to 45. Another case is there. Mu s is 1, tan theta is 45. Again you get a speed is infinity. So you can take here a zero speed when it is a horizontal, or you can take infinity speed when this angle is greater than or equal to 45 degree. Angle should be greater than 45. You can drive this vehicle maximum speed infinity. And thereafter, for suppose in the above equation we put mu s equal to 0. Here mu s is 0 means eliminating the force of friction, or ignoring the, not eliminating, ignoring the force of friction. Mu s is 0, here 0, tan theta upon 1 mean you get here rg tan theta. We get same previous equation, v equal to rg tan theta, which is the surface speed on the bank road ignoring the friction. I think this is all about it. In this chapter, in this topic we discuss about applications of circular motion. Another application we have to discuss conical pendulum as well as vertical circular motion in the next article. Thank you. Students are advised to solve these expressions at home. Okay, that's all about it.